Hey there, Chef D Malfi here, and happy Friday, y'all. This is Plant-Based Made Easy, and I'm really excited because we are wrapping up the month of October for the Plant-Based Made Easy October Cookbook. This is our final recipe, and I hope that you'll follow along with me. If you haven't downloaded this cookbook yet, please do so. We'll pop the link to download this right in the comment box. Today we're making Very Cherry Crumble. It's perfect for Halloween Eve. It's super simple to make, and it's packed with nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, and a lot of fiber because we are using oats for the oat top crumble. It's really, really yummy. If you have questions along the way, pop them in the comment box. And also, if you're new here, say hello. I want to say hello to Twitter, the Twitter sphere. This is the first time I'm live streaming on Twitter and on Facebook and on YouTube. We continue to grow and grow and grow, and I'm very excited. Soon we are going to be all over TikTok and Periscope, and I cannot wait. So let's just blast Twitter with a lot of love today. And if you're from Twitter and watching, say hello. I can see who's here from YouTube, from Facebook, and from Twitter, and I'm really glad to have you. Hi, Charisse. It's almost Halloween. Are you ready? Have you decorated your home? We talked about this yesterday. Diane, it's good to have you. Let's make our Very Cherry Crumble, shall we? So today I'm going to talk you through the recipe as opposed to making it fully. I'm going to explain all of the ingredients, but I had to prepare it ahead of time. You can see right behind me in my little oven, I got my Very Cherry Crumble baking off. It's bubbling and it should be ready in a matter of minutes. So to make your Very Cherry Crumble, it's so simple. Like I said, you're going to need to make your filling. So for your filling, we're going to actually use pitted dark sweet cherries today. These here are jam-packed with antioxidants. And one of the really cool things about eating cherries is that they are really great because they are anti-inflammatory in the body. So when we eat them, we notice that maybe our gut bloating goes down. Maybe our puffy eyes start to go down. Maybe we sleep a little bit more sound, and that helps to regulate inflammation in the body and decrease everything. Jam-packed with antioxidants and a lot of other vitamins and minerals. I love using frozen cherries. Now, I'm going to tell you the opt-in for frozen cherries as opposed to fresh, and here's why. I've explained this in the past, but I'm going to explain it once more. Fresh produce tends to be a little less sweet and a little less seasonal, right? It's not at the peak of its produce time. When they pick fresh produce, they actually pick it a little early most of the time to get to you in shipping and to sit there in market until somebody picks it up and brings it home. As opposed to frozen produce, especially frozen fruit, these are actually really super at their peak level of sweetness. And the reason for that is because before the farmer harvests all the cherries, they actually squeeze a little of that cherry juice on top of a meter called a refractometer, and they actually can, measure the sugar levels. They call it the bricks meter. And it's really kind of cool to think about these farmers that actually grew these cherries. They know exactly how sweet you want it. So I love the dark sweet and pitted cherries. These are fantastic. You can get 16 ounces in a bag. What we're going to do is we're going to pop these into a bowl. And to this, I'm going to add some sort of a thickening agent. And because I don't like to use cornstarch because it's highly processed, today I'm going to use arrowroot. You only need a tablespoon or so of this, depending on how many cherries you're using. I did 1 pound of cherries, so 16 ounces. But you can do up to 2 pounds for this recipe, which would be really yummy for a crowd. The next thing that you want to actually drizzle all over your cherries is this. This is almond extract, all right? I've had this bottle for a very long time, and last night, as I was prepping my Very Cherry Crumble, I finished the bottle. I'm happy to say this is Cook's Choice Natural Almond Extract or almond flavor. It is fantastic. I love that it's natural. It is really going to give you that nice almond delicious kiss flavor, and that almond is going to pair really well with the dark, sweet, pitted cherries. Almond and cherry is like a match made in heaven, truly. It's really nice, and you only need a little bit of that. And then you want to also add just a bit of sugar. I'm going to use organic cane sugar. You want to use a few tablespoons of this, pour this over your cherries, and mix this all together. And this mixture will be the filling. Simple, yeah? Now, you'll next make a crumble top. You want to do this in another bowl. And for the crumble top, I'm going to use a little almond flour. And I'm using blanched almond flour because it's really yummy and it's kind of already kind of pre-cooked, right? It's blanched. So they take these almonds, they skin them, they put them in hot boiling water for a few seconds, and then they shock them in cold water, and then they pulverize them to make them like a flour. And it's really yummy. It's nutty, but not overly over the top in the nutty flavor. It's really yummy. It's great. And paired with rolled oats, this is going to be a really great crumb top. And I'm using rolled oats right here, whole grain, gluten-free, and I get this huge bag from Trader Joe's, 32 ounces, and I whip through it. I use these in smoothies, pancakes. I use them for a lot of different things. And then, of course, we always talk about our flavor agents. And because it's Halloween, I really want to make it spicy and yummy. So we have ground ginger and ground cinnamon. Hello, hello. I can see some people here joining for the first time. Madge Hunter 01, Karen, hello, Natalie, Debbie, you aren't all joining for the first time, but Madge Hunter 01, I think you're joining us from Twitter. Hello. All right, and then we want a little bit of sea salt to emphasize the crumble topping. And then last, but certainly not least, we need a little butter. And I'm using vegan butter, and I just want to give Viokos a little props. Here's cultured vegan butter. Now, this right here, this label, cultured vegan butter, that wasn't always how this box was labeled. But just recently, Miyokos, who's the butter maker and the cheese maker out in Sonoma County, she's amazing. She owns this company, and she really felt it was important to make sure that a really good butter like this deserved to be called vegan butter. And it actually had to go through legislation to get passed, and it did. It passed. So now we're seeing that it's all labeled vegan butter. This is a win for the vegan community. Thank you, Miyokos. We love you. We are very grateful. So we have our crumble topping. You want to mix that together. And I like to just make sure that all the butter bits get into little tiny pea-sized pieces. And that's it. You pop the cherries down into your baking dish or little ramekins, then pop that crumble on top. And in a matter of 30 minutes at 375 degrees, you're going to have a bubbly, sweet, and delicious cherry crumble. And I think mine is just about ready. So I'm going to grab it.
Question.
Yeah, let's take a question. This looks fantastic. All right, I'll show you after our question.
Show.
Okay, we're going to reveal. Look at this. Very cherry crumble. Looks amazing. You can see these cherries are super duper dark. They're going to extract a lot of juice. It's going to be really yummy. It's going to be spicy because of that ginger and cinnamon. It's going to be kind of nice and crunchy on top. The Viokos butter, it browns just like regular butter. So it's going to be really, really, really yummy. And I'm going to serve this up. Yeah, I'll take a question. If you guys have a question, please throw it at me. Debbie asked, can you use tapioca starch if no arrowroot? Absolutely, you can use tapioca starch. In the world of the starches, arrowroot is probably the least processed, then it's tapioca starch, and then it's cornstarch as the most processed. So I like tapioca starch just fine if I can't do arrowroot. Both of them come from Bob's Red Mill in these bags right here, and both are fantastic. And if you're looking for ingredients like this, I'll just say you can hop on my Amazon shop. I've got tapioca starch, arrowroot, I've got almond butter, I've got cane sugar, I've got rolled oats, and I pick all my favorite products so that you guys have access to that. Even if you just want to shop around and find out what are the products that I use, ingredients as well as equipment, and some feel-good finds, things like for your home and books to read, check it out because it's really great. There's the Amazon shop link, amazon.com/shop/Chef D Malfi or Danielle Malfitano, excuse me. I'm in the process of rebranding, you guys. For the longest time, I used my full name, Chef Danielle Malfitano, and it's so long, 7 syllables, and I, for a long time, wanted to change my name to Chef D Malfi. So I'm finally doing that, and I'm in the process. And right now on Twitter, we are Chef D Malfi. On Facebook, we're Chef D Malfi, and we're making our way. All right, I'm going to spoon a little bit of this crisp into a bowl here and then give it a taste. And I say like this size, this is, remember, 1 pound of cherries. This is going to feed about 4 to 6 people, depending on how hungry you are. Oh, this is so great. And this is really great for Halloween because it's an easy dessert to put together. I love the color. Yummy. You can have yourself a whole Halloween feast. You can start by making the mini mummy pizzas that we made on Wednesday. And then if you want a little like appetizer or snack to share, make the spooky jalapeno hummus that we made yesterday. That was really, really good. And then make your very cherry crumble. And I also featured this week some mini mummy cupcakes on WTX Media. And I'm also going to be featuring them in just a few minutes on Live Stream Universe right after the show. So there's a lot of festive Halloween recipes that I've thrown at you. You guys can pick and choose. But look at this very cherry crumble. How yummy does that look, right? It's so great. And I love that these cherries are like whole pieces and halves. So they stay really nice and juicy and they're fantastic. I'm gonna grab a spoon. Oh, sorry, Ange. Oh, and if you didn't notice, I have an ofrenda or an altar right behind me. And I actually set an altar. This is a new tradition in my home every year for Dia de los Muertos, which happens on Sunday and it goes till Monday. And this right here is called an ofrenda. And it just means altar. And you set it with an image or a picture or even a drawing of one of your family members or loved ones that has passed on. So here we have my sister Angelina, and she passed away 14 years ago. And with this, we have some of her favorite things. She was an LGBTIQ activist. We have the rainbow flag, hence me wearing a rainbow for Ange, my angel Ange, and because we love to eat the rainbow here at Plant Based Made Easy. And I have some sage, and I have some Palo Santo, some things that we can burn to really clear the energy. I also have my meditation rock that I painted, a little walnut because she loved walnuts, and a pumpkin because it's seasonal. So this is my ofrenda. Hi, Ange. It's my angel, my sister. And hey, does this look pretty good? I'm going to try this very cherry crumble because it looks yummy. I'm going to get the hair out of my face. And I want a little bit of everything, a couple pieces of cherry and that crumble top. Before I enjoy this, I want to give this food a little gratitude. Thank you, food. Here we go. Thank you, God. It's so good. The cherries are so juicy. I'm telling you. I'm probably thinking, how can they be juicy if they were frozen and they were cooked? It's because they're whole cherry, whole and half pieces. So they cook and they kind of get cooked, sauteed, kind of like, cooked fruit, but they still have a really moist, juicy flavor. Yummy. And because of the Miyoko's butter, it kind of like browns and gets nice and crispy. It crisps up the oats. It crisps up the blanched almond flour that we're using. This is fantastic. Yum. I gotta have another bite. You know what I need? A little coffee. Very cherry crumble. A little coffee with some plant milk. Yum. I don't mind if I do. You guys, I'm so excited because on Monday, we are going to be kicking off the month of November. I'm so excited to feature the November menu, which I'm going to share with you right now. Can I? May I? Oh my gosh. Here it is, you guys. The November menu coming at you, hot off the press. I've been working hard all month long to write this cookbook. It's my next cookbook. This is issue number 4. Four cookbooks. Crazy. I'm like losing track because there's been so much content development doing this every single day. But here's the November menu. You can see that we go live and have a recipe, 1 recipe a day, 5 days a week. And every week, we're going to give you a breakfast on Monday, a lunch on Tuesday, a dinner on Wednesday, a snack on Thursday, and a sweet dessert on Friday. That's why we're making our very cherry crumble today. On Monday, we're going to start off with cinnamon cornmeal pancakes. This is such a seasonal month, so I'm really going to hit you with all of these amazing seasonal ingredients like cornmeal and cinnamon, wild rice, and lentil bowls on Tuesday. And then for dinner next week, we're making portobello tacos with chimichurri, which I'm really excited about. Some other things to just look forward to that people have mentioned. We have Eric Morehouse in Denmark, who's part of our community. Love him. He's an amazing guy. He asked me if I could make something with wild rice. So I have a wild rice bowl for you this month. And in December, I have a wild rice soup. On the 12th of the month, we're making a maple pecan oatmeal. That's going to be really great. I had a few people ask, can I make a kale Caesar salad, but make it perfect for Thanksgiving? So I have something in store for you on Tuesday, the 13th. Coming down to the 3rd week, because I have a lot of people ask, how do you make soups cheesy without there being dairy? Well, I'm going to show you how. On Tuesday the 20th, I'm making a cheesy broccoli soup. On the 22nd, we have a really interesting snack. We're going to be making pumpkin pie popcorn. It's made with pumpkin pie spice and some other things. It is fantastic. You are going to love this popcorn. You'll probably make it several times over the month. And then some orange cardamom cookies, which are divine, if I do say so myself. And then to mix it up, to make sure you're not overwhelming yourself and just overindulging, I'm going to make you a kimchi tofu scramble on the 26th, which is a Monday, for breakfast. We're going to use kimchi. We're going to talk about probiotics and how good they are for our body, especially during the winter months where we're being festive and celebrating a lot. We definitely want to eat probiotic-rich foods. I'm also going to be making a Thanksgiving pizza on the 28th, and then we will finish out the month of November strong with a sweet potato pecan crumble. It is going to be so good. So when you look at this menu, does anything pop at you? Is anything like looking at you, straight at you, and you're like, I cannot wait for this particular item? Okay, Natalie says, oh, goodness, I think this might be one of my favorite menus. I've already seen things I want to cook right now. Yay, I'm so excited. And Natalie, I had you in mind for some of this because I've had you and so many other moms in our group say, can you make sure that a lot of your food for the holiday cooking can be kid friendly? And I said, yes, I will do that. So I had you and your daughter in mind, and I hope you guys really love this. So that is our menu. I hope that you guys are excited for November. It's going to be really, really, really great. What else do I want to tell you? I forgot. I want to just put this on because after all, I am a rainbow witch today. I don't know. I just forgot to wear my hat, but I want to wear it. You guys, if you're feeling into it, please join me on Livestream Universe. I'm going to be going live at 1:40 Pacific time, 4:40 Eastern time. I hope you'll join me. I have a 10-minute segment where I'm going to be sharing my prediction for 2021. I'm going to give you a little hint. It has to do with eating plant-based and saving the world through the power of our plate. So please join us for that. Say that again. Yes. And then I want to just offer, I'm going to be doing some really fun Celebrate classes. So Plant-Based Made Easy is taking it to the festive holiday table, and I'm going to be featuring and offering some Celebrate classes. The first is going to happen November 22nd. I'm going to offer a private group class where you can come and learn about how you can actually make and set your plant-based Thanksgiving table. I'm going to be making 5 delicious recipes. You can sign up for this awesome Celebrate class. It's going to come with a little mini cookbook. I hope you guys will consider joining me for that. The class will be $45 per person, and it's going to be really great. You're going to get a menu, like I said, a mini cookbook, a live and in-person lesson. If you can't join us, it'll all be recorded, so you'll get all of the recording and the content available that you can use evergreen, hopefully year after year, for your plant-based Thanksgivings to come this year and in the future. So I'm super, super stoked for that. And then we're also going to do one hopefully in December. We'll see how the November class turns out. So that's what I have in store for you. Got lots of pots on the stove, working hard for Plant-Based Made Easy. I hope you'll consider joining us for any or all of it. And I think that's a wrap for today. You guys have a wonderful Halloween weekend. Stay safe. Give out some healthy treats, will you, if you are going to pass out candy. Be kind to one another as we enter into the election week next week here in the U.S. I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of it today, this week, this month, and I will see you next time. Peace.